In this session, I will talk about the project schedule, the cost baseline or the S-curve. The first part is about the project schedule and how it is represented in a Gantt chart or a harmonogram. The second part, I will show the cost baseline or the S-curve, and then as a final part in this session, I will show you what information is contained in the S-curve or the cost baseline. When we finish the precedence diagram of a project, we find for every activity the early start, the early finish, the late start, and the late finish of every activity. In this graph, I represented the Gantt chart where all the activities are in the early start position. The green refers to activities which are not critical, they're not on the critical path, and the dashed part relates to the slack that that activity has. The red activities are critical path activities. On the bottom you see the time phase budget and the cumulative budget. The time phase budget is the budget that is necessary to complete the activities per time period. The cumulative budget cumulates all those costs, and we call this also the S-curve. In this case, we have the S-curve for the early start position. We can do the same for the late start position. So then we move, for example, activity A to a start date 4 and a finish date 5. At that moment, all activities are in their late start and all become critical. It gives us a second budget curve, a second cumulative budget. Now, in order to find the actual or the planned start and finish dates for the activities, we have to see what happens with the resources. Resources should not be working more than 100% of their available time, so we have to reschedule activities. We have to find a combination where all resources are utilized less than 100% of their time. When we resolve this, we find the planned start and finish times of the activities. And that is in fact our project baseline, our cost baseline that we will use during execution. Here we see the three S-curves. The blue S-curve is the early start position. Here all the activities start in their early start position. We see that the money is spent according to this curve over time. The late start position in red is the second possible extreme solution where all the activities are in their late start position, and we see compared to the blue curve that in the red curve the money is spent later. Like I said in the previous slide, we determine for every activity their actual or planned start and finish time. With this information, we can draw the third curve, the green curve, which gives us the planned start position. And this is the baseline of the project. This gives us how the money is spent over the time of the project when we will execute the project. This is the goal, and this is the position we have to compare with the work we do and the money we actually spend. Let's have a look at the information that we can find in the S-curve or the cost baseline. Once we arranged the activities so that the resources can work normally, it means less than 100%, we find the project baseline. It contains both schedule information, and cost information. The schedule information relates to the planned completion of deliverables over time. When we completed the cost estimate of all the activities, we estimated how much it costs to create those deliverables. The cost information combines the creation of deliverables with the estimated cost to create those deliverables. This project baseline combines, in fact, two pieces of information. The first is the schedule. How do we plan to complete the deliverables? And the second information relates to how much do we think it will cost to complete these deliverables. I will see you in the next session. Thank you very much. Bye.